Well, good afternoon, Eileen. Welcome to the rectory home. Looking forward to talking to you this afternoon and learning a bit more about the Social Justice Network and the Meal Kit Program. And I think other people in St. Catharines are looking forward to learning more too. What can you tell me about the Greater St. Catharines Social Justice Network?
Well, I've been a member representing St. Thomas for, I think now, about 8 months. I'm one of the newer members. And it's the Greater St. Catharines Social Justice Network, or Anglicans in Action, as we call them. And we like to call ourselves. And it's a network of, obviously, the Anglican churches within the Greater Niagara area getting together to discuss social justice issues that concern us all. Issues such as Indigenous peoples and their particular problems in our community, racial injustice and discrimination, a topic that more recently has obviously become very close to all of our hearts, homelessness within our community, and also some particular issues that may have arisen obviously as a result of COVID-19.
And what has COVID-19 brought forward as far as social justice issues? What is community care and what are the Anglican churches working on?
Well, we really decided that we wanted to tackle a particular issue that has been identified that has become really quite chronic as a result of COVID-19, and that is obviously food insecurity and people who really just can't afford to put proper food on the table for themselves and their families. So certainly as a result of the loss of so many jobs, particularly in this area in terms of the service industry, tourism, and that sort of thing. A lot of people who were perhaps only marginally employed to begin with are now either unemployed or certainly not receiving sufficient funds to feed themselves. So what had already been an issue in Canada is now much more of a chronic issue and is likely to continue certainly into the fall and into the winter months as we continue with this problem.
And how have you... What mechanism have you found to address that food insecurity?
Well, we really wanted to do a kind of hands-on project, I guess, an immediate reaction to that. And one of our members had been in touch with community care and sort of said, what do you need, or is there a greater need? And they said, absolutely. And they said, anything you can do for us to provide a kind of a meal would be very helpful to us and our clients. So we looked up some menus and found some simple menus of prepared foods, canned foods, prepared foods that could be put together to make a meal that could feed a family of 4 for maybe one or several nights. And that was sort of the idea, that we would come up with these, deliver as many as we could to community care over the week to help feed their clients.
Well, that's really good news that we're able to do that. Can you tell me a little bit about how an individual parish might put together their contribution to this meal kit program?
Well, I guess I can tell you from the experience, I can say that we're already have at least 4 churches involved in providing meals each week, and St. Thomas is one of them, but there is several other churches as well. And what happens is volunteers who are able to go out and do the shopping for these items, and of course we try to be as frugal as we can in buying them. We're aiming for a cost of about $5.20 per meal, and this is frankly a meal that will make several servings for a family of 4. So we have people that are the buyers. They also tend to put together the kits, which is a brown paper bag filled with the items necessary for this meal. A few little treats are sometimes thrown in as well to provide to the family. And we also have the menu itself. And so here's a sample menu perhaps that you could look at. It's actually one of the most popular ones, community care tells us. So it is a good old craft dinner, tuna fish, a can of mushroom soup, and then some type of a vegetable. In this case, it's peas. It could be corn or something that's added to it. So we tell them how to put together that meal. It can be prepared in anyone's home, really, even on a hot plate, and that's the kind of thing we're aiming for. Simple meals, but something hearty and something that can feed the family. So there's an example of one of our, I believe, 4 menus that we have right now.
Well, that's excellent, Eileen. I think I know what I'm having for dinner now.
That's right. And it'll feed you for several nights, I can tell you.
So that's one meal kit for 4 people, or multiple meals for one person. How many meals are you pulling together each day or each week?
Well, I believe, I know that different churches are providing different numbers. My volunteer committee is providing 24 meals a week, but I can tell you the great numbers are that by the end of August, we've provided over 1,000 meal kits since we began this program, and that's probably fed or can feed over 4,000 people. So it's quite a statistic for being in operation really only a couple of months. So we're quite proud of that fact.
And how could the greater community, the greater Anglican community in St. Catharines help out? Like, do we need more churches to participate, or do we need more money in support of the program? What do you think our greatest needs are?
We need both. We do need more churches to be involved, and we really hope that a few more Anglican churches will take on the challenge. That's very helpful, and they need, of course, to find volunteers that can do this sort of physical buying and collecting these items and get them working on it. But probably most importantly, we frankly need the funds to continue the program. I mean, each and every week you can see how much money we need to spend to put these meals together, and the program just won't continue if we don't have that continued support. We also need, of course, your prayers, but we really need your prayers and your action in helping us to continue this program that we're really very excited about.
And how could people find out more about this, or how to fund their contributions to this program?
Well, I can tell you that at this time, St. Barnabas Anglican Church has very graciously offered their accounting resources to take in the checks. So you can make a contribution directly to St. Barnabas Anglican Church, but you must specify the food kit program as being the specific program you're contributing to. Or alternatively, Canada Helps also has, you can contribute through that site, that charitable giving site, and you just look for St. Barnabas Anglican Church, I apologize, and again specify the food kit program, and you can make your contribution that way.
Well, that's excellent. Thank you so much, Eileen. I've learned a lot this afternoon. Is there anything that we haven't talked about that we think the Anglicans in St. Catharines should know?
Just that there's a great sense of excitement in the people that are giving to this program or participating in it more actively. So I think in these difficult, very difficult times, we're also wanting to know what we can do for our community. We feel isolated in our homes, and we're all asking, how can we help? Here is a wonderful, active running program that you can provide support to, and I really hope that you will. And again, I do ask for your prayers in ensuring that this program continues. Thank you.